season 4 of I'm Talking. Got them hoes and them niggas keep watching. They be hating, wanna know what I do in my everyday life. Just sit back, relax the shit tight. I'm on at 8 o'clock every Saturday. I ain't playing, I'm on Saturday on RashadIsTalking.com. Come see my show, this shit bomb.
My name is Rashad Jenkins, and I approve this message.
Hello everyone, this is Rashad Jenkins. Thank you for tuning in to another session of I'm Talking, featuring Rashad, who is me, and I'm talking. My name is Rashad Jenkins, and I approve this message. So, today's first order of business. We're going to talk about this coronavirus thing. It seems to be the talk of the town. The talk of everybody. Anyway, so, well, like when I first heard that the coronavirus was in Maryland, my stomach instantly dropped. I thought my skin was itching. I don't know, I just went crazy. Just overreacting. So, what I recently heard today was, what's his name? Dr. Phil, he actually spoke on that. He spoke exactly like, obviously I needed to hear it because I was watching TV and then he came up. So he was talking about it. So he was like, basically it's people need to not panic about it, because he also said people who are people who tend to worry themselves or overly panic about a certain, like a disease or something. He said you're really messing up your immune system because you're worrying so much, and you're more likely to get the disease. That's what Dr. Phil said, and I believe it's true, because like when you worry, you do like you hear people say the saying that like you keep thinking about something, or I'm trying to find out what the saying is before I say something wrong, whatever. Well, anyway, I just think what he said was right. Because it tells, like, if you panic, you tell your brain that something is going wrong, whatever, or like it's the end of the world or whatever. And then some people actually feel sick, some people actually throw up. Like, those are my experience. And right when I turned the news off and I stopped watching the news a lot. So when I was watching movies, I felt a lot better. I didn't feel lightheaded. I didn't feel like I needed water or anything. So it's just that I need to stop over panicking and worrying myself. Because also, like, really, like, when you worry, you make yourself tired. Meaning you make yourself weak. Meaning what Dr. Phil said, you make your immune system more weak, whatever. That is right, because, like, you're tiring yourself. So you're making yourself physically weak. So it could be true that he's like, yeah, you're making your immune system weak and you keep worrying about stuff like that. So it's like people just panic too much. And he also said that it's like, he said it was some kind of disorder or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not talking about that. But also I want to talk about how they said they are shutting down universities. I want to know what you all think on this too. Like, the universities, like, I think they was like, should we compensate? Should students be compensated for their room and board? Because they're starting to push a lot of people to do college online from home. I think if they do that, the colleges will, of course, they're gonna miss out on billions of dollars. Like, they're gonna probably like go bankrupt. I don't think so, but they're gonna lose all their campuses. Obviously, they're gonna lose everything. They'll more than likely, if they still survive, they'll only be available online, and they'll have their online thing. Just like when Circuit City and Toys R Us, when they went down, they're still online, but they lost all their stores and stuff. They lost a lot of money. So I'm saying if the students have to be reimbursed for the room and board, it'll be like a lot of money they're losing. So they have no only option. Everybody's option is gonna be to only like do college online. That's gonna be everybody's only option, unless one of the colleges are doing good. And I'm trying to look at how much time I have on this thing. Okay. So also, yeah, like the thing, so what I do, about the virus thing, well, like when I come in the door, I Lysol everything that I have with me, including everything I have on. After that, I go in the bathroom. I'll make it into a steam room, turn the hot water on in the shower, hot water in the bath, and hot water in the sink, and have the drains open so the water can just go down the drain. I have unlimited utilities, so I don't mind. Anyway, so I just make it like a steam room. That's what I do, and then like I'll periodically every morning bleach cause I live in an apartment, so I'll bleach the door. Well, not bleach the door, but get a Clorox wipe the door, and then the front of the door where I have to come in. And then my mailbox is outside, actually all the mailboxes, because all of them are connected. That's basically what I do, but I learned from Dr. Phil, like, that he really said something that was that's really true. Like, you can mess yourself up by worrying about things. So I'm trying not to do that. Also, what else do I want to talk about today? We just finished talking about the coronavirus. If you have any comments, please comment below. Let me know what you think about this situation. And what else? Like, I think that people who are more likely going to be affected by this is people who don't work these 6-figure work from home, telework, or go to work or make money in your sleep kind of jobs. I think those are people going to be more affected. Or like if you're in leasing or stuff like me, like leasing, concierge leasing, property management, because you're basically just going in the car and just sitting down, just asking questions, and like people live here, so you have to be here. But I heard some companies are actually putting things in place. Like I do DoorDash, they're gonna pay extra money, basically just giving money to the employees for 2 weeks. So they're doing something. Amazon, I heard they're doing something for the employees, and I heard Walmart is too. Walmart is helping out as well. And then I heard my bank, Capital One, they're helping out as well if you need financial help, whatever. So some companies are starting, like some of these other companies that more likely will be affected are doing something or have something in place. And then of course, like the new ID thing, I still didn't get my new ID. The new government ID thing, the real ID. So you have to, I heard now you gotta make an appointment on the NBA website to go in. So that's all on the virus that I wanted to talk about and hit on. Also, like, people are starting, like Wendy Williams and people like that doing talk shows. They're not doing like co-host audiences, but co-hosts. So I think it's creative what Wendy Williams did, because she made her co-host her staff and stuff. So I think that was real creative. People who talk to their phones. Like, I still don't understand that. Like, I don't see how, like, when people get a text message or whatever, or instead of writing out the text message, they're like talk to their phone, like, or have their phone do something for them. Like people's like, okay Google, okay Siri, and they have them do this for you. Or they get a text message or call, or they'll tell their phone, like, call this person. Or they'll say the text message for the phone to type itself. I think that's dumb, because like technology today is not 100% perfect yet. So I think you're wasting your breath, because I know a lot of people who say the same thing over and over to their phone, till their phone types it out perfectly or whatever. That's just a waste of time. Why waste your energy? Why waste your breath? That's time that you could be doing something else productive with your life, when you could be just typing out the text message and saving a lot of time. Talk to my phone, I'd rather type it out than waste my breath on some dumbass technology that's not going to be 100% accurate or perfect. That's just me though. You can do what you do. Comment below, tell me what you think on this subject. Family on TV, well, it was on the news. It was saying how this family decided to live off of $1,000 a year. I think that is really commendable, because even I don't think I could do that. Nobody thinks they could do that. But if you could, that's real good. Like, they decided to go all natural on certain things and to live off of $10,000 a year. So they moved to Greece, and like they're cutting back on a lot of things and only using electricity or technology when they need to. And I was on the news. I find like that's just so interesting. Oh, everything works out. Everything probably would. And I know somebody who's kind of doing something like that. He actually is living out an RV. I could never do that, no, because I'm not living in no small space unless I desperately have to all my life. And then you gotta worry about carjacks, and then you gotta worry about illegally parking your RV. It's just a lot to worry about and stuff. And like, no, I can't just, it's just a lot. So I don't think I could do that. But those of you all could do that, I commend you all. Also, on the news, it was talking about, I think it was either a couple or just two regular people. They went out into the woods and they went camping for a few days, and they, I don't know if they were stranded. I don't think they were stranded. I think they did it for fun. Because I know that one time before somebody was stranded. But I think this couple, whoever did it for fun, they basically went out in the woods and lived out in the woods for like a week or 2 weeks, surviving only on grass and water. And they still was alive. After that, they went to the hospital, got everything checked out, they were fine. That's another thing that I found on the news kind of interesting. Like, I would like to try that too. Seriously, I would. I would like to, like, just because they did it, it worked for them. They didn't, and they're older, and they still survived. So I think that if they could do it, I could do it. So I want to try. I would like to. Well, actually, I've kind of did. No, I didn't do nothing like that. I slept outside purposely because it was a nice day outside. So I want to talk about haters out there. Haters are an important factor in everybody's life, in most people's lives. Haters, like, if it wasn't for haters make the world go round. That's what I think. So, let's talk about haters. Oh, also, what's up? Shout out to all my haters. How are you? Thank you for hating. Anyway, the reason why I say they're a good factor in our life, because if you have haters, like, just hate on what you do or whatever, then that means you're doing something that's not normal, that somebody would like to do. Somebody would like to fill your shoes. Somebody would like to have your talent or whatever. You hear a lot of rappers talking about this. They have a lot of haters. A lot of people hate on their music because they're jealous. More than likely because they can't do it. They would like to do it, but they can't do it. And also, I take it also as like constructive criticism. So when people hate on my music, on my talk show, I thank them. I applaud them. I remember once somebody was talking trash about one of my songs. My ex was talking trash about one of my songs. His name is Data. He lives in Southeast. Anyway, he was talking trash about one of my songs. So, because I let him, he was the first person I let hear. So after that, I posted online, Spotify, iTunes, and all that jazz. And I got a lot of likes, a lot of controversy, a lot of views, a lot of streams and downloads, no lie, and my video did really good. So, obviously he was jealous that I could rap and he couldn't. More than likely that's what the case was, because, yeah, like I said, I succeeded. I got what I deserved. I got the likes, the controversy, people talking about the song, people congratulating me. And also, like, when I do post new music online, I get more good feedback than bad. The good outweighs the bad. And the bad feedback, like, somebody could say, like, your music sucks. And I'll just congratulate them and be like, well, I'll thank them and I'll tell them I really appreciate you. You really made my day. It's really good to hear this coming from you. Thanks for the encouragement. And that usually turns a lot of people away, and they figure like, oh, okay, he's taking it good. He's taking the news good, even though I'm trying to diss his stuff. It's not really bothering him, so I'm gonna leave him alone. So that's why I say hate is a good factor in your life, because it helps you, it builds you up. It makes you do better. And it also proves them wrong in most cases as well. And also it, like, if you are still kind to them, even if they dish you or whatever, then it takes the haters and people who are trying to bring you down out of your circle, which is good. So I wanted to touch on that as well. Again, thank you for all my haters who said that I wouldn't get nowhere. Also, I'm gonna say this, I have celebrities looking at my stuff. I'm not gonna say who they are, because that's my business, not your business. So you're hating on this, my music, and well, I got higher up people looking at my stuff. I've known one celebrity that retweeted my stuff, and I know it's a celebrity because celebrities have that little check mark, and only like big people like it, whatever. And also, I'm not really worried because I like it and I like my music. I'm proud. Like, I did this. Can you do it? I say in my mind, that's what I'd be like in my mind. Okay, if you can do a better job, then let me see where's your music. No. So, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to just say thank you. So, yeah, that's what I got to say on that. So, again, shout out to my haters. Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for supporting me. And those who are not supporting me, thank you as well. Thank you for watching this session of I'm Talking featuring Rashad, who is me, and I am talking. I will see you for another session of the lab of I'm Talking next week. Download my music. I'm on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, MediaNet. I'm on all online music stores. Download my album, Who is Rashad Part 2. Also, you can Google me at Google. You can Google Rashad Jenkins Music and all my music and everything will pull up. Make sure you make sure you get my new single. Just came out, Broken Nigga. That's a new single that's going to be on next year's album. I cannot wait for you to hear it. Also, my music videos are on my YouTube. And y'all need to stop saying black people can't get the coronavirus, because on TV they was talking about this person from the NBA, and I guess his name is Ruby Gobert. He called it. So I already knew that was fake when y'all people was online. So how about Idris and his wife? Like, that's the only couple that I know right there who are following the wedding vows till death do us part. Sickness or in health. Like, people in China, they're doing divorces left and right. But you have this one this one couple right here. This actor, he has and she doesn't, but they're following the wedding vows to death do us part in sickness or in health. Like, I respect that. And then these people in China, what if they don't have the sickness no more, and then the people want to get back together? Like, no, if that was me, like, okay, I had the sickness, and let's see if that was me. I would say no, because I had the sickness and you don't want to be with me, but now I'm good. Now I'm fine. Now you want to be with me? No, you just fucked up on your wedding vows. You just lied to me. So why would I want to be with a liar? Like, I think that's so commendable about Idris and his wife sticking together, even though he has it and she doesn't. Like, that's a real relationship right there. That's real love right there. And then wedding ceremonies and funerals. How are people gonna go about wedding ceremonies and funerals? Like, that's a good question right there. Think about that. Comment, let me know about that, what you think. Also, concerning the coronavirus, the government's trying to send out $1,000 checks to people. That's what they was talking about on the news. But I'm trying to figure, like, why would they do, I'm not saying why would they send out the checks, because that's good. But at the same time, why would you mail out checks to people? Why don't you direct deposit? You're the government. You know, FBI, of course, you have affiliation with FBI, and you know FBI knows everything, like everything about you. So if the FBI can garnish your wages and the government can garnish your wages, why can't they direct deposit you a check? Because you're putting everyone at risk. You're mailing out checks, and then USPS, they could rob you, other people could rob you, so you're putting people at risk. So why not the government direct deposit the money to people versus causing more confusion and more chaos by sending them in the mail?